just want to play one clip, and I just want to play one clip here, which is from Mr. Cordova, and but don't start playing it yet. The defendant, I mean, it didn't seem to. The fact is that if can you point to him and in those videos, I wanna are these is I'm gonna this is do this do I guess in Mr. Cordova in that video, well, let me back up. You know whose voice that is in that video? And Mr. Cordova, you also in you I don't
That's all, folks.
What you're about to hear is not a parody. This is the actual U.S. prosecuting attorney who handled my Social Security case. And yes, this man really represents the federal government in court. I'm not the most polished speaker myself. I stutter sometimes, I pause, I say now and then, but this guy takes it to a whole other level. He can barely finish a sentence, doesn't know basic procedure, and even the judge sounds like he's losing patience. This is who they trusted to try and put me in jail for 20 days over taking pictures in a public lobby. While I was editing the Social Security Administration documentary, I realized how ridiculous this tyrant sounds. And yes, he's a tyrant, and you'll soon come to that conclusion when you see the video I'm putting together. So I thought this would be a fun little video to toss up real quick to give you guys a good laugh. So sit back and listen closely. This is the sound of pure incompetence that you pay for, coming straight from the mouth of the Assistant United States Attorney, Craig Gordon Fansler.
He was told more than 8 times. Partly, I think the opportunity to raise this would have been before trial. I also think in a bench trial, Your Honor is able to evaluate relevance and hearsay at a later point if he does feel that arises, but there's really no question that these are not for the truth of the matter. Again, it's all in the video that I think it'll be clear once we show the clips during the trial the effect they had on Mr. Cordova associated with the event. And how do you know whether buildings and that's at I don't have the exact. Do you know the exact address?
8000 South Park.
When you arrived, did you encounter an individual you later found out to be named Christopher Cordova?
I did.
Can you point to him and in those videos, were you able to view them?
Not in their entirety, but bits and pieces of both of them, yes.
And did we? Did we admit the? I guess I want to formally move for admission of Government Exhibit 4.
I think you already did.
Okay.
Yep.
Your Honor, if I can, I guess just add to that, the videos were taken one by the defendant, one by an individual that was with him. So the extent he's raising that, I want to play the video from your arrival, Commander Wiles, Government Exhibit 1. I'll quote the times because I'm going to play the volume. All of it has been, Your Honor. Both of these are public video, and we actually downloaded from the website both Mr. Cordova's video, which is Government Exhibit 1, and Sweet Tea's video, which is Government Exhibit 4 on the right. Just for the court's convenience, we put them on to play them side by side.
That's fine.
Can you restart it, please? And do you recall the names of the Federal Protective Service? Before I don't do this yet, Stacey, but I'm going to show him Government Exhibit 3 to admit it. Usually I wouldn't publish it because of the jury. I don't know how Your Honor wants to do that.
Well, you don't
so
have
bring
to
it up
ask
for the
to publish because I have the book in front of me. So
okay.
But
so I'm going to show you.
It's not admitted. You have to lay.
It's not admitted yet. Right, Commander Wiles. Did these photos, this Government Exhibit 3 that you just looked through, do each of those photos show signs that were posted on August 2nd, 2022 at the Social Security office?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Just ask him what are those.
Commander Wiles, do you recognize those pages you just looked through?
Yes.
And on the actually the timestamps are out there. On the Government Exhibit 1, it's on the left side from 134. I'm going to show Government Exhibit 3-2. Was that sign in the video that we just watched?
It was.
Who develops these? Who developed the signs that were posted at the Social Security office that day? Did I hear you correctly that you said that was it's classified as a security sign? Did you just say that?
Objection, Your Honor, that's misstating any testimony.
I thought you said that.
So yeah, I'll let the witness clarify. What is the sign? Well, how would you classify?
I can re-ask it. I thought I had heard you say that.
I didn't say that.
Okay, withdraw that. I misheard. Are these? Where are these signs posted? Where at in the facility?
Well, this one's on the front window of the vestibule as you come in.
So that is not relevant. We've already seen all the signs that were posted, right? So is it relevant where anywhere else they're posted, or just the ones that we know were here in the path of Mr. Cordova?
That's a good.
Let's just focus on what is really at issue in the case.
I would do that. Thank you, Your Honor. A few things, Your Honor. The defendant all along is asking both for FPS's interpretation of the rule and why Social Security has that rule.
Right, but don't you think the signs provide sufficient notice without the oral commands of anybody?
I mean, did it seem to? The fact is that the defendant throughout is making statements that he wants more and more and more information, and so I don't really want to give him the profit of keeping out admissible statements that he keeps asking for.
I'll grant the objection to this extent that it refers to matters that someone in the video repeats of what someone else said, because that is hearsay, and I will compartmentalize and strike that. Okay.
I appreciate your
All
honor.
right, thank you.
Commander Wiles, can you just what did you give him in that video? And we'll I'll give Ms. Libet I'll have her just go through them slowly, and then I'll ask you a few questions about them. Do those screenshots truly and accurately reflect what you could see on the YouTube webpage that you have viewed?
Yes.
I want to show the witness Government Exhibit 9, page 2. And are there markings on that document, Commander Wiles?
There's a highlighted portion, yes.
I'm going to show you now Government Exhibit 14. Can you, I don't know if you're able to do that there, can you just circle the area you highlighted? While we're waiting, maybe we can just get it through verbally. Do you recall what the highlighted area related to?
I do.
Well, actually, I do have an area that can kind of be some general questions for just a couple minutes. If
Please proceed.
and you discussed in one of the videos we watched having phone calls. Who did you talk to on the phone that day?
I talked to a lot of people that day, so.
And we don't need to believe it's 9-3. Make sure I'm on the right exhibit. Can you describe what 9-3 shows? I just want to make sure we have the same page. 9, page 3 of 11. Is that 8 or 9? I think it's actually 8-3. So Exhibit 8, tab 8 should be page 3 of 11.
So this is the one you're talking
That's the one, yeah. Can you describe what you see in that picture? What kinds of business happen in that area that you see in that photo? And what reasons, in your observations from that day, what reasons do people go to a Social Security office? And so that there's in the middle of the page, there's something marked D. What's on the other side of that service window?
Generally speaking, or in this picture?
In this picture, I guess the people that we see there with the white shirt and the other people sitting down, who are those people? Are those customers or the employees? Who are they? During, I just want to play one clip here before we kind of have a couple concluding questions. And I just want to play one clip here, which is from Government Exhibit 1, starting at 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 42 seconds. I want to direct your attention now to your interactions with Mr. Cordova and others live streaming that day. And before we play this, Stacy, I just pull it up, but don't start playing it yet. Government Exhibit 1 from 309:43. This is just to front what's going to happen here. This is a clip of another officer when Commander Wiles is present giving a command, and just to know that the defendant had notice from multiple officers, the non-hearsay purpose of notice from multiple individuals and not just this officer. So that's what I want to play, just a 4-second clip showing that notice from another officer. And were you also present at that time?
I don't know.
You can't see it from that clip. Okay. Mr. Cordova, in that video, well, let me back up. Do you know whose voice that is in that video?
It sounds like Mr. Cordova.
And he called it a directive in that video. Do you agree?
Yes.
Does he agree that he said it?
Do you agree? Do you agree that did you hear him say that it was a directive?
I did.
Just that. No further questions, Your Honor. I just need 1 minute to look at the report, if I can.
Very good.
I think first, just to respond to this lesser included argument, which I think Your Honor already did to some degree. Actually, I'm gonna play you a different one. That one, it's a longer clip. Stacey, if you can go to from Government Exhibit 1, 42 minutes to 44:06. Mr. Cordova, you also told your viewers that day that you were there to create a court case. That was your purpose, right?
That's incorrect.
You did not tell your viewers that you're there to create a court case?
I don't know if I said that I was there to create a court case. That was not my intent. My intention was to do my story. If subsequently I get arrested, that would create a court case, but I am there to exercise my First Amendment right. That is true.
So at the very end of that video, you said we're here trying to create case law. Did I hear that right?
After I was arrested, then yes, I would like to create case law. But my intent was not to specifically go in there to be arrested.
Your intent before you were arrested, though, was to create a paradigm shift, right? A paradigm shift in First Amendment law.
No, my intention was to do a story on the Social Security office.
Stacey, if you can play. Ms. Libet, if you can play.
We're towards the end of the video, but I wanted to touch base on this paradigm shift thing. And also to say that if you haven't clicked off the video by now, then that means that you are just as entertained by this bumbling buffoon as I am. And I'm sorry to be mean, guys, but this guy is a complete imbecile. So the paradigm shift thing. You know when you're really nervous and you think of something that you should have said, but you forgot to say it? Well, that's what happened right here. So the paradigm shift that he's talking about, which I mentioned in my live chat after I got arrested, and he's trying to make it seem as though I said it before I got arrested, as though I wanted to go in there and get arrested, and that's the paradigm shift. But the paradigm shift that I'm speaking of is not a paradigm shift in First Amendment law. It's a paradigm shift in the way people think. You see, like Craig Fansler thinks that I should go to jail for 20 days for taking pictures in a lobby because people's personal private information is in there. And I believe that they should stop blame shifting and maybe design the building a little bit better or set up the building a little bit better when they decided to lease this space to where you don't have to violate people's rights in order to protect their privacy. And it's not that I don't have the balls to say that on the stand, I just didn't think of it, guys. But that would have been a mic drop moment. All right, guys, let's finish up the last of this video, and thank you for watching this thing all the way through.
I guess I don't, it's not, I would oppose a stay of the fine. I think there's no reason to delay payment of the fine.
What's the legal authority? Is that discretionary?
The fine amount?
Whether to stay it or not?
I believe it is. I don't have a citation
Pardon?
for it. Yeah. I don't know the authority for that, Your Honor. If it's, I don't object to stay in enforcement of the whole, the imprisonment. And
Okay, what about the term of probation? You're asking for that too?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your position on that?
Your Honor, the court will impose the judgment after this.
Well, you have to have a final judgment in order to be able to appeal. So
That's right. Yeah. I guess that now that I'm thinking through everything, I think the whole sentence should be enforced. And I'm gonna, nothing further, Your Honor.